Okay, and welcome back. We're still on the program, and it is now time to serve you. It is now time for newspaper review this morning, and I'm sure we have some papers for review. We have the Punch, we have the Tribune newspaper, and
Vanguard and the Nation newspaper. So the 7 new headlines from the front pages of those newspapers, and we're kicking off with the Guardian newspaper this beautiful Friday. The main headline: how 300,000 cost spike, drug rationing turned diabetes to death threat. That's the front page of the Guardian newspaper today. Other headlines from that newspaper: alleged 110.4 billion naira fraud. EFCC tenders fresh bank records against Yaya Bello. Others: more banks meet recapitalization threshold as tally exceeds 20. Kano Governor Deputy part ways over defections. Armed forces resolute against terrorism, says CDS amid poses about Tinubu's absence. NESG projects 5.5% growth, 16% inflation in 2026, warns against policy reversals. U.S. sanctions, foreign airlines battle drop in passenger traffic. Federal government ASUDO promises improved service welfare for academic staff. Fubara's impeachment stalls as lawmakers fail to reconvene. And this interesting one: Atiku's son dumps PDP for APC, but Tinubu's second term. What do you have to say about that?
It is politics, and well, should we say they don't have integrity?
No, don't put your eggs in one basket.
Okay, so if he doesn't work for the father, he should work for the son. Okay. I think I like that. I like that. That's been wise and smart. Nice one. Anyway, so away from the Guardian newspaper this morning, we quickly move to the Nigerian Tribune, where the big story here is relief for exporters, importers, banks as Nigeria exits EU financial high-risk list, and they say national economy to grow by 4.7%, and that is coming from the finance minister. Also says that the country has shifted from stabilization to consolidation. Headline inflation eased to 15.50% in December 2025, and that is coming from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics. Also on the paper today, we have here Alaafin absent as Olubadan emerges chairman, Oyo Council of Others and chief. Makinde revives council 15 years after. 2026 budget, 344.8 billion naira retained for NAS. Science, technology, innovation to spend 838.6 billion naira. Foreign affairs gets 344.04 billion naira. And while we're still on this Nigerian Tribune this morning, another one here says, Shetima, Akpabio, governors, service chiefs, others are now fallen heroes. ADC raises concern over president's absence. Okwadokun's gun hegemony rekindles debate on federalism or democracy. Health. Exercise like medicine can ease depression. Medicine can ease depression symptoms, and that is a study. And also here we have Atiku's son Abba dumps PDP, vows to mobilize for Tinubu re-election. His decision to join APC is personal, and that is coming from the ex-vice president. That is on charges collected by banks on customers' transaction, and that is coming from the NRS. And yes, these are the stories this morning on the Nigerian Tribune.
And from Tribune, we move to the Punch newspaper. Counter-insurgency campaigns. U.S. votes $413 million for security operations in Nigeria. Others with a rider 2026 Fiscal Act backs African Bureau as U.S. African tracks Russia's military ambitions. Above the masthead of the newspaper, Alaafin kicks as Makinde installs Ladoja, chairman of Oba's Council. Talking about that, the social media is not smiling at all. You need to see the comments.
Comments of people.
Okay, on Rivers crisis, Assembly shelves sitting amid rumored plots against Speaker. Armed Forces Day, Tinubu governors celebrate soldiers fallen heroes. Those are the... Okay, 2027, Atiku's son joins APC, back Tinubu's re-election. That's virtually in all the
papers this morning.
It's an interesting one.
Of course it is. So, I mean, we don't have it like father, like son.
Not this time around.
So what happens to people that say an apple does not go far from the tree? This apple has gone very far from the tree.
Just go to the one that's
Anyway, quickly let's move to the Vanguard newspaper. And here we have 152 trillion naira debt driven by forest rate adjustments reforms, and that is coming from the finance minister. Says 30 trillion naira ways and means now recognized. Insists debt rise driven by FX re-evaluation, not fresh borrowing. 2025 deficit on 3.4% of GDP shows fiscal resilience. Experts react. That story is on the front page of Vanguard newspaper this morning. We also have here 2026 budget. Ministry votes over 500 million naira for makeup artists, hairdressers, grinding machines. Okay, I think that's a very funny one this morning. But again, Nigerian politics. Rivers Assembly fails to resume amid impeachment saga and forces Remembrance Day. Tinubu, Shetima, governors, others pay tribute to fallen heroes. Abducted doctor in Edo regains freedom after 50 million naira ransom. The gun hegemony, our military incursion, arrested Nigerians growth. We also have here seek urgent return to plural federal constitution. Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu, Oshoba, others. Okay, Phil Opatokun, other states, and that is coming from Opatokun, I guess. And okay, so these are the stories we have here on the Vanguard newspaper this morning. You can grab a copy to read up all of the stories.
So let's quickly take a look at the Nation newspaper. Edo building on reform gains for better results, our goal. Cost of living pressures remain elevated, says NESG. Alaafin rejects Olubadan's chairmanship of Oba's Council. I saw somebody's comment on that, and the man was like brothers supporting brothers. You know, talking about Ladoja and Makinde. Ladoja being a former governor of that state, unlike Barao receives Atiku's son into APC. I'll say Datiemo. That's the slogan for 2026.
Oh, okay. I was wondering. I've not heard it. But
it's Datiemo.
Okay, Datiemo.
Okay, it's his choice, says ex-VP. EU removes Nigeria from terrorism financing list. It's a boost for nation's financial standing. Truly, that's a good one. Peace we enjoy due to vigilance. Sacrifice, says Tinubu, fallen heroes won't be forgotten. Anyaku Amuka canvassed through federalism at Opadokun's book presentation. All this you get on the front page of the Nation newspaper today.
And finally this morning, we have the Daily Sun newspaper, and here it says federal government no charging VAT on banking services. and that is coming from NRS, and I feel the sensitization still needs to continue because a whole lot of people still doesn't understand how VAT works. So, I mean, the government should still continue to sensitize people till we get there or till they get it right. And still on this Daily Sun, we have here, I won't forget slain soldiers, and that is coming from Tinubu, Shetima, Akpabio, others, and fallen heroes. Governor emphasizes lesson from scars of Nigerians' history to learn from 1966 coup civil war. ADC faults Tinubu's absence at Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration. Court fixes March 16 for DSS to open case against 2 Ansaro commanders. Dangote Cement targets 90 million tons, splashes 15 billion naira on distributors. And Alaafin absent as Makinde inaugurates Olubado as chairman of your state council of others. I hope that is not going to be cause a rift between the Alaafin and Olubado.
They'll get over it.
They'll get it. I mean, because, you know, for a while it was Alaafin and Dioni, and now it is Alaafin and Olubado.
They'll be fine.
Okay. Hopefully they'll be fine.
Yes. You know, Ladoja is a mature person, so I want to believe it will not allow that to degenerate into something else. And of course, for your indigents too, they need that peace. So they will
they need the peace. Ladoja is a peaceful man. He is a peaceful man.
They'll do the needful.
Of course.
Okay, that's about all.
Anyway, that's all we have on the papers this morning. So, do we have...
we'll take a break. When we come back, it will be time for sports chat. And I can say Sheyi allows around is ready to give us all the trending sports headlines, you know, this beautiful Friday. So we'll take a break now. We'll be back shortly.